Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the absolute ultimate blueprint for building a real, profitable content creation business. We're going to break down the exact 5-step process for professional content creation, the very same methods used by industry veterans with over 15 years of experience who are literally dominating the digital landscape right now. But hey, before we get into the how, we got to talk about the why. 2 million. When you first hear that statistic, it's honestly mind-blowing. There are currently 2 million people worldwide making a 6-figure income just creating content for social media and online platforms. I mean, that is a massive digital economy. People are actually using platforms like YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok to make a very comfortable full-time living. So today, we're going to pop the hood and look at the architecture of how they actually pull this off. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll kick things off by looking at the opportunity and then walk through our specific 5-step process: the audience, platform formats, search engine dominance, the schedule, and finally, monetization. Section 1, the opportunity, the creator economy boom. Now, I want to point out that the strategies we're looking at have a proven track record, generating over 500,000 subscribers and a staggering 120 million views. So we know this stuff works. Let's take a macro-level view of these 5 steps. This isn't just theory, right? We are looking at an architectural blueprint that built a YouTube channel to over 500,000 subscribers and scaled a TikTok account to 500,000 followers too. We're going to go from figuring out exactly who you're talking to all the way down to how you actually get paid. Think of it like building a house. You really can't put the roof on, which in this case is the monetization strategy, until you've laid a rock-solid foundation with your target audience. Which brings us to step 1, the audience. Who are you talking to? This step is absolutely crucial, yet it's the one that so many eager creators just skip right over. Before you hit record on a single video, you have to know exactly who you're making videos for. Now, if you're a business owner, this is usually pretty easy since you already know your ideal customer. But if you're starting from scratch, you need to literally list out your personal interests, figure out what you know the most about, or honestly, what you want to learn the most about, and make that your core focus. The more laser-focused you get on serving a very specific topic to a very specific audience, the faster you're going to find success. Our source hits the nail on the head here, noting that if you don't define this, well, some success becomes accidental and then you just can't repeat it. I really want you to let that sink in. You might get a random viral hit, but without knowing who made it go viral and why, you're basically just throwing darts in the dark. And you absolutely cannot build a repeatable, reliable business on accidents. Step 2, platform formats. This is all about giving platforms what they want. Okay, so once you know who you're talking to, you have to package that message in a way the platform actually likes. You're essentially feeding the algorithm exactly what it's hungry for. Take TikTok, for example. The format practically demands vertical video shot right on your phone. But it's not just about being vertical. The structure itself has to be short, it needs a super strong, immediate opening, and you gotta get straight to the point because, let's face it, that audience has a much lower attention span. Contrast that with YouTube. YouTube thrives in a longer format, but don't be fooled for a second. You still need a killer hook in those first 5 to 10 seconds to grab them. The difference is that the rest of your video has to be highly organized for retention to keep them watching until the very end. You're building a much deeper, longer-lasting relationship on that platform. Step 3, search engine dominance, and why YouTube is your ultimate starting point. That deeper relationship we just talked about, that is exactly why long-form organic content on YouTube is so incredibly powerful. It reaches people who are actively out there looking for answers, which naturally turns casual viewers into highly dedicated subscribers. I mean, spending 10 minutes with an audience member yields a totally different result than a quick 30-second scroll, right? So how do you actually dominate search? Well, tools like the plugin TubeBuddy are total game changers for this. You use it to search for key terms and generate video ideas based entirely on what users are actively searching for right now on Google and YouTube. If you utilize the right strategies around these search terms, your videos will eventually land right on the first page of search results. In fact, our source used this exact technique to place hundreds of videos on the first page of YouTube and Google. It's like a magnet, organically connecting your laser-focused content with an audience that genuinely cares about it. Moving on to step 4, the schedule, building a sustainable engine. All right, so you've got your audience, your format, and your search strategy locked in. Now you need to make sure your overall upload schedule is something you can actually sustain over the long haul. Because let's be real, content creation takes a huge amount of time, and creator burnout is a very real, very dangerous threat to your business. For YouTube, starting with 3 uploads a week is generally the sweet spot. Doing daily uploads on YouTube is incredibly difficult, and as our source notes, reaching that 500,000 subscriber mark took many years. It truly is a marathon, not a sprint. TikTok, on the flip side, operates on a totally different algorithm. Daily uploads are actually super feasible there, since the videos are shorter and take way less effort to create. That's how our source hit 500,000 followers in just one single year. So if you want quicker growth, TikTok might eat up more of your initial time, but remember, the ultimate goal across any platform is long-term sustainability. Put down a content calendar and stick to it faithfully. And finally, step 5, monetization, treating your channel like a real business. This is definitely the most exciting part. This is where we finally put the roof on our house. If you want to become a full-time content creator or use content to financially grow an existing business, you have to treat your channel like a business from day one. And that means understanding all the different ways to actually generate revenue. When you look at revenue streams, ad revenue on YouTube offers incredibly high potential through their partner program. Conversely, creator funds on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, they pay out significantly less based on views. So relying purely on short-form creator funds absolutely shouldn't be your core monetization strategy. Instead, a truly professional content business relies on a diversified model. This means integrating highly scalable streams like affiliates, which actually work across all of your platforms. Let's zoom in on YouTube ad revenue for a second here, because the partner program is incredibly generous. When YouTube runs ads on your videos, those skippable ads or the mid-rolls playing right in the middle of a video, they pay creators a massive 55% of what they charge the advertiser. YouTube keeps the remaining 45%. That 55% split is just huge. It's exactly why YouTube can become such a significant, foundational revenue source for your business, and why it's usually the core platform for professional creators. But a real business absolutely doesn't stop at just ad revenue. Let's look at affiliates as our secondary engine. A perfect example of this is the Amazon affiliate program. Every time you place a specific product link in the description of your video and a viewer clicks it, you earn a percentage, usually around 2 to 3% depending on the product. Now, I know that might sound a little small at first glance, but when you start scaling your views, that adds up incredibly fast. And there are literally hundreds of companies out there with unique affiliate programs. Over the last 5 years, the creator behind this blueprint utilized around 20 different affiliate programs to build out diverse, passive sources of revenue. And hey, you can always add brand sponsorships or even sell your own products right on top of all this.
Okay, let's wrap this whole shebang up. We've covered the opportunity, we've laid the foundation with your audience, aligned with platform formats, targeted search engines, built a sustainable schedule, and finally mapped out a professional monetization strategy. We've completely unpacked the exact 5-step professional blueprint used by creators making 6-figure incomes all around the globe. So I'm going to leave you with this final vital question. You have the blueprint right in your hands. What will your first video be about? Get out there and start creating.